Welcome back to another explainer. Listen, we have all been watching the foldable market evolve over the last few years, but Apple has pretty conspicuously just waited in the wings. Well, that wait is finally taking a really fascinating turn. Today, we're diving into the staggered launch strategy for Apple's highly anticipated foldable, which the rumor mill is currently dubbing the iPhone Ultra. We're going to break down exactly what the supply chain is telling us about this debut and why it's not going to be your typical Apple launch. So that brings us right to the million-dollar question, and honestly, probably the most frustrating one for those of us who are eager to upgrade. Apple's first foldable is coming, but when can you actually get one in your pocket? The whole tech community is buzzing that Apple's going to announce this device soon. But actually taking it out of the box? Yeah, that might require some serious patience. There's a growing gap between seeing this phone and buying it, and that gap tells us literally everything we need to know about Apple's current strategy. Kicking things off with Section 1, the September 2026 unveiling. Okay, so even with all the manufacturing complications brewing behind the scenes, current supply chain intelligence points to an announcement exactly when you'd expect a massive Apple flagship to drop. We're talking September 8th or 9th, 2026. And what's absolutely crucial to note here is that the foldable isn't getting some separate, isolated event. Nope, it's widely rumored to debut directly alongside the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max. By sharing the main stage with their standard premium iPhones, Apple is clearly positioning the Foldable Ultra as a pinnacle addition to their core lineup, not just a quirky experimental side project. Moving right along to Section 2, unfolding the production challenges. Now, announcing the phone in September is one thing, but actually manufacturing it is a completely different beast. I mean, making a glass screen fold in half without shattering isn't exactly easy, and you know Apple has notoriously obsessive quality standards. Right now, their primary manufacturing partner, Foxconn, is actively wrestling with some major production hurdles. The two biggest culprits holding things up, the complex hinge mechanism and display durability. Because these elements are just incredibly hard to perfect at scale, they are seeing really low initial manufacturing yields. Simply put, they just can't make them fast enough, or flawlessly enough, to meet a standard launch window right now. So Apple appears to be making a very deliberate choice here. Word is that Apple is prioritizing product quality over meeting an aggressive shipping schedule. They are choosing to fully resolve these tricky hinge and display issues rather than rushing their very first foldable to the market just to hit a deadline. It shows an approach where the hardware fundamentally overrides the calendar. They absolutely want that wow factor of a September announcement, but they're entirely willing to hold back retail availability until the tech is bulletproof. Which brings us to Section 3, the iPhone X playbook. To understand how this staggered rollout might look, we actually just need to look back at Apple's own historical precedent for radical new form factors. Think about the standard Apple launch strategy. They unveil the new iPhones in early September and ship them a week or two later, right? Simple. But then you have the iPhone X strategy, which analysts believe Apple is dusting off for the Ultra. Remember the iPhone X? It was a massive leap in design. Apple introduced it strictly on schedule in September, but it didn't actually ship until late October and November. The announcement generated all the hype, but the complex manufacturing forced a delayed release. We are basically looking at a repeat of that exact playbook. Let's break down this timeline to really map out the extremes of when you might finally get this phone. Point 1 is that September 8th or 9th announcement in 2026. Point 2 represents the optimistic shipping scenario. If everything follows that iPhone X playbook perfectly, the device reaches retail in late October or November. But check out point 3. The more cautious supply chain reports suggest this rollout could slip even further. If those manufacturing yields at Foxconn fail to improve quickly enough, commercial availability could literally be pushed all the way out into the spring of 2027. Think about that. That is a massive, months-long gap between seeing the phone on a stage and actually holding it in your hands. And finally, Section 4, the bottom line for buyers. So what does this delayed timeline and manufacturing bottleneck ultimately mean for you? Well, it's the harsh reality of early adoption. Because initial production volumes are heavily constrained by those hinge and display challenges, getting your hands on the iPhone Ultra is going to be incredibly difficult. Even if Apple proceeds with the September unveiling, supply is expected to remain extremely limited out of the gate. The first wave of units will almost certainly sell out the very second pre-orders open. And that frantic sellout, that's going to happen regardless of whether the device actually ships in late 2026 or gets delayed into early 2027. Which leaves us with this final, fascinating question to ponder. We're looking at a scenario characterized by extreme scarcity, insane engineering complexity, and a focus on quality that forces a massive delay between announcement and availability. So, Does this kind of weight frustrate the buyer and kill the momentum, or does this elusive nature simply drive up the desirability, making Apple's first foldable the ultimate tech status symbol? It's a massive gamble, and it reflects both the sheer complexity of foldable manufacturing and Apple's incredibly cautious approach to entering the space. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. It's for sure going to be a wild launch to watch unfold.